broke 2 all-time highs yesterday, but early this morning, apparently SUI, a crypto that I hold, a fan favorite of the O Army, apparently it looked like they had some issues with their LP. So we're going to go ahead and break down everything that happened, talk about, was SUI hacked? Was it the LP? Was it the DEX? What exactly happened? So we're going to go ahead and break that down. The story is still developing, so we are going to, it's going to take a while to come to fruition and things to get situated with that, but I'm going to bring you guys the best updates. In addition to that, the fact that Bitcoin not only broke all-time high once, but twice yesterday, and we're still trading around $111,000 is insane. Absolutely insane. Shout out to everybody who's been here with me since the very beginning. We started this channel really making content 2018. That's when we really started doing this channel and doing content. I originally started it to showcase my meetups because I was doing a lot of free meetups because I wanted just to network and chat with people. I don't like my way this pony looks today, but my hair is so dusty and dirty. I had to do something. It's like disgusting because I was at the Ren Fair this weekend. Anyways. And actually it's fun for kids. Like they do have some adult stuff, but like they had so many like kid friendly things there. Like they had a little kids village and we just hung out there and Lo had the best time ever. Except she demanded I get her chocolate strawberries and I did, and her attitude turned around. But anyways, those of you that have been here with me since the beginning, I first bought Bitcoin at about $7,700. And to see a trade over $100,000 today is insane. I bought Bitcoin below $7,700. I've gotten some not at the exact bottom, but probably around $3,000 to $4,000 as well. As most of you guys know, Lo has her own little moon bag of Bitcoin that I got for her when price dumped from, I think it was, what was it? It was supposed to be like the critical area of support. Hold on a second. What is going on? Did we just get an update? Hold on a second. Hold on. When do we get an update? Hold on a second. What is this? What is going on? Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to sorry. Anyways, but it's just crazy to see Bitcoin do incredibly well, like, and trade this high. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, I did buy the dip when Bitcoin, it was like I think it was like a $5,800 area of support. And I was hanging out with Bitcoin, a Bitcoin OTC desk, crypto OTC desk. And they're like, yeah, if price drops below this point, like it's going to completely F the market up because, that's where the miners need to be profitable. And it ended up dumping and it did knock a lot of miners out. It was freaking crazy, but everything's back up. We have collateralized Bitcoin loans. We have all these TradFi products for Bitcoin, so miners don't have to sell their holdings. But let's go ahead and kind of talk about what's happening with SUI and whatnot. Thank you to everybody watching the O Show. Everybody on TikTok, everybody on Twitch, on Rumble, on YouTube. Shout out to our channel members. If you want to be a channel member, it's literally like $4 a month and it just supports me. Good morning to Mr. John Legend, Mr. R, Mr. John Jermaine, been with me from the beginning. Good morning, Mystical Oaks, gorgeous lady over there. And Mr. R, Mr. D, love ya. Gorgeous Alexandra, she shows up every day. You guys got to be like her. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and talk about SUI. We're going to go ahead and talk about everything that's happening. Shout out to Infinite TA team. Let's do it. Let's do this. And again, we're going to go through the facts, the things that we know about SUI, what's going on with that, and kind of clarify some things up because it wasn't necessarily SUI that was hacked. It was the LP. So let's go ahead and see what's happening. This is the crypto market. We're going to cover Bitcoin. We're going to cover all of that, but we need to get through what's going on with SUI. So SUI had posted this at 8:18 a.m. today, May 22nd. We learned that a cetus, CETUS. Also, you guys, I had posted, and again, I like SUI. I hold SUI. I think it's a really, really, really great crypto asset. So that's why I want to find out, get to the bottom of what's going on. Because remember, I hold a little bit. And again, they are a layer 2 that is directly competing with Ethereum, or layer 1 directly competing with Ethereum and Solana and, the rest, which I think is awesome. And I think they're made in the US too. But anyways, cetus, that right there. And I also posted a short for you guys this morning too. That's why I said make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post news faster than anyone else. And now I'm going to start posting little updates on the postings. Anyways, it was hacked this morning. The cetus smart contract, and I'm probably mispronouncing it. Oh well. Was hacked this morning for approximately 223 million. And cetus subsequently paused their smart contracts to prevent further theft. Now, does that make it less decentralized if you can pause a smart contract? Because smart contracts, you're supposed to be able to program them, set them, and forget them, and let them go do their thing. Cetus worked together with the other DeFi protocols, the SUI Foundation, and the SUI validators to collectively protect the ecosystem. A large number of validators identified the address with stolen funds and are ignoring transactions on those addresses until further notice. The team is exploring paths to recover those funds and return them to the community. An incident report from Cetus is forthcoming. The SUI Foundation and the rest of the ecosystem are committed to blah, blah, blah. This is basically what Cetus said. Same thing ever. The same thing as SUI. They says that 223 million from the protocol was taken. 162 million of the compromised funds have been successfully paused, which is good. And that kind of brings into the centralized versus decentralized aspect of crypto. With Bitcoin, you can't do this. You can't. With other cryptos, you can. But again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we're seeing as big things like this, we're seeing things really kind of come to fruition. That's why it's a good thing. So again, there's pros and there's cons. The majority of impacted funds are paused, and we're actively pursuing paths to recover the remainder. We have no higher priority, and we'll provide a further update, blah, blah, blah. So that's what's going on with SUI. So it wasn't SUI, it was the DEX, the LP that was taken, that was hit. And they lost control of their liquidity pools, and they are also the largest DEX and liquidity provider on the SUI network. Liquidity across the platform collapsed, and the attacker used spoof tokens to trick price curves and liquidity math. They swapped fake tokens for real ones and added tiny liquidity to maintain the LP. Extracted real assets like SUI and USDC, and 220 the money stolen, allegedly it was used the hacker is using it to buy Ethereum, which I think is kind of funny, but the whole situation sucks. But if we're going to look for a funny thing, that would probably be funny. And a lot of the SUI tokens went to zero. USDC on SUI briefly depegged. That's kind of like a Terra Luna flashback, and SUI price fell a little bit. This person over here, they said all SUI tokens just went to zero. So again, there's going to be some impact with coins that are in the SUI ecosystem. SUI looks fine price-wise, though. We'll take a look at that. And of course, CZ from Binance says, we're doing what we can to help SUI. Not a pleasant situation. Hope everyone stays safe. We love CZ for that. He's pretty cool. Pretty neat guy. All right. So, and this other tweet, this is not here. Oh, well, that's fine. Anyways, back to what's happening. So, allegedly, also too, oh, I know. So there was an account that posted on X, allegedly, and again, this is all alleged because we're still waiting, but they said that the affected funds were from the SUI Foundation treasury, and no actual users were impacted. But this has not been confirmed by SUI or Cetus, the decentralized exchange. I know I had said that in an earlier video because that's the information that was available. But again, the story's kind of still developing. As always, just to let you guys know, if you're part of the SUI ecosystem, do whatever you need to do to be safe, but understand that there was a little bit of an issue on the liquidity pool. So is SUI decentralized or not? You know, that's going to be another debate that's going to happen next. It kind of just sucks that this happened in general. It's never a fun thing. Like, it's terrible anytime anything gets hacked or exploited or whatnot. And it's just really unfortunate because I think SUI is a really cool project. I like what they're doing over there. But at the same time, it's unfortunate to hear. I hope none of you are impacted by it. I hope none of you guys are impacted by it, but it did happen. Now, let's go ahead and chat a little bit about the crypto market. So on the weekly, everything is kind of up. I got kale in my teeth. I started eating raw kale again. Panic sell, Sue? That's up to you. If you want to panic sell something, that is completely up to you. Like 100% up to you. I can't tell you what to buy, what to sell, whatever. I just think you should own more Bitcoin than Germany, which we're going to talk about that story in a second because they're kind of ghetto. SUI walrus are doing fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love that. I'm glad. I hope people weren't impacted too terribly much. Now, when we take a look on the daily, World is up 35.3%. I don't like that coin any way, shape, or form at all. I think giving some cuckoo guy your biometric data is scary. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it. at all. He's not a government entity. I don't trust the government. Why would I trust him? And we already give the government so much of our information anyway. So why am I going to give some random guy that is in control of AI my biometric data? No, thank you. So Hype is up, Core is up, Brett is up, Floki 10%. Shout out to the Floki team. Fartcoin. This is probably the front butt fart. But yeah, everything is looking nice. It's looking pretty. Now let's take a look at the market. So as far as SUI goes, SUI is still trading at $3.90. So it wasn't hit too terribly hard, but it looks like a lot of the other coins are up and SUI is down. It looks like it hits a little bit of volatility over here. We got a really ugly Darth Vol candle, got a swing wick high to 421. It looks like we're on our way up. And I think with the announcement of the hack, we dropped to $3.60. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at $116,000. $116,000. Okay. $116,000. Oh, shout out to Gamer. Thank you. The House just passed Trump's new tax plan, 2015, 2014. And it's going to the Senate. How does no taxes and no on tips and overtime sound? That's pretty cool. I'm happy to everybody. When I wish that if I had a not regular 9 to 5, that would be awesome, but I don't. But I'm happy to you guys, for you guys. Anybody that has a 9 to 5, shout out to you. And shout out to Queen. She says promises made, I just spit everywhere. Promises kept. Make sure to smash the like and share this. So Bitcoin is at $111,000. Like, we broke all-time high. This is freaking crazy. Now, this is my little charty chart over here, okay? This is my little charty chart over here. One thing I will say why this possibly could, how is PP doing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Now, so over here, this was the area that we needed to break above. The swing wick high at about $109,000. We tippity tap on that. But one thing I do like is this price action. This really, really nice price action above support, about $102,000. We were able to sustain that. Yeah, we had a couple swing wick lows down, but we sustained. So this makes me feel a little bit better. But now the struggle is maintaining all-time high. And it's crazy that this happened before Bitcoin 2025. Again, I'm going to Bitcoin 2025. If you want to go, I think it's going to be a great event. JD Vance is going to be making an announcement. Allegedly, that's a rumor. Also, Trump's memecoin dinner event is going to be today. We're going to talk about it. There's going to be an announcement there too, allegedly. But if you want to use my code WendyO, it is in the description. It is in the chat, everything like that. Use code WendyO and the link. I mean, either or, you save 10% on tickets. Ticket prices are going to go up again this Friday, but honestly, this is going to be a great event. It's in Vegas. Come see me. 4 people bought tickets yesterday. So I'd appreciate if the rest of you use my ref link. That helps me. Thank you so much. But anyways, this is what we're looking at here. So this is the promise. Oh, what happened? What happened to my thingy? I forgot what was right here. I have to see. Anyways, we got above. We did pretty well over here. We broke above the range of hell. We're doing great, fine, fantastic. And now we're in the more than just the tip area over here. So we got to sustain. We got a long way to go. What we can do, I mean, you can just go ahead and draw the fibbies to see where we're going to go next, because we're in price discovery, baby. This is crazy. This is crazy price discovery. All right, that's not the bottom. Here's the bottom over here. There we go. So where are we going to go to next? I don't know. Maybe 125,000. That seems reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a mark there. Why am I saying 125,000? Well, it's kind of the middle area between the fibs, and it makes it easy, and you can be a lazy trader like that. But anyways, we're just kind of, we're kind of watching everything that's happening right now. It's crazy. I don't really have any more commentary on what Bitcoin's going to do. All I'm watching for is us to sustain above $109,000, really. Ethereum is doing okay, maybe because the SUI hacker bought Ethereum. I don't know. That sucks, but we're getting ready to break above 2,700. And then from there, probably another good target would be about $3,000. $3,000. I'm so excited for Ethereum to pump. I really want to offload my Ethereum, so let's keep going. Solana. We pop back up above 165. We're running to about 184. XRP is doing okay, having a little bit of trouble in this area, about 238, which is okay. We back tested on the trend line. We're popping up. We broke above resistance at 240, and we're on our way up. Link is cold chilling over here. I know Sergi is like going hard in DC, doing cool stuff. We love that. We'll probably hit about $18, hopefully. Cardano is doing well. We broke above support. This is a really nice pattern here. Phew. next target will probably be 84 cents. And HBAR is doing good too. Look at her. Look how cute she is. She just popped up. She says, hi, I'm here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's keep it moving. Smash the like. Do all the things. Do all the things. We talked about the cetus stuff, the SUI stuff already. And yeah, there's going to be, this is the thing. And I don't really, it's not for me to really judge on, but lots of chains can do this too. But there is going to be a lot of debate on X and in the crypto communities about the funds being paused and about the smart contracts being paused. Why? Because that's just how crypto Twitter is. That's what they do because they're all super tech smart. So that's good. That's fine. Fantastic. But am I bullish or bearish on SUI? I'm actually pretty bullish on SUI. Even though that this happened, this was not SUI. This was the protocol. This was the thing. I need to get my teeth whitened. Well, they're a little extra yellow because I had what is it called? Rock kale. I've been eating rock kale again because I'm chubby. I need to get ready for summer. Please. I may or may not be at the pool at Bitcoin 2025. Use my ref link. Buy the ticket. All right. Bitcoin. Also to you guys, today is a really special day. Today is Bitcoin Pizza Day. And Bitcoin Pizza Day is now a $1.1 billion celebration. I'll give you guys a little bit of lore. An order for 2 pizzas was paid with 10,000 Bitcoin 15 years ago. Today, the same order is worth over 1.1 billion, just as Bitcoin hit fresh record highs. And that's actually a true story. A gentleman actually bought, I gotta buy my mom and sister a house. My mom and my sister, girl. It is hard being the oldest. When you're the oldest, everybody pushes everything on you. I'm the oldest girl, so and I'm a Leo. Also, I got the shirt at the thrift store. It's Good American. It was only $6 with 15% off. And it was like brand new. I love it. It's like all flowy and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, that's actually a true story. And I have had to sell my Bitcoin to purchase things. Like when I first started, like I had to travel and do things. And, I had to sell some of my Bitcoin profits and that's okay. But I got shout out to Six Figs. He puts his feet on his pizza. Seriously, just kidding. But we've all had to sell Bitcoin before in the past. And I'm not selling any of my Bitcoin. I'm selling mostly all my altcoins this cycle. But I'll keep I'm going to keep a little bit of Ethereum moonbags and stuff, but mostly I'm dumping everything. I am. So shout out Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. Maybe I should go get a Costco pizza. We'll see. Next story over here. German government decision to sell 50,000 Bitcoin at $54,000 cost them $2.8 billion in missed profits. I want to talk about this just a little bit, okay? The reason why we're bringing this up is because United States of America was selling their Bitcoin until Mr. Trump came into office, okay? Until he's like, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that. All the Bitcoin that has been confiscated will go into Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. And I think that that's fair. That's reasonable because you could do stuff with it. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Bitcoin dumped, or the hell is their name? Germany dumped their Bitcoin. And they could have created a strategic reserve like El Salvador. It's so cute. President Bukele, he's like out here flexing. He's out here like literally flexing his Bitcoin profits. And I love this for him because everybody was giving him such a hard time. And he's like, F you. They said, don't take screenshots, take profits. And he's still holding. So this is El Salvador's unrealized gains. Unrealized gains. Insane. So it goes to show you how important holding is. Now, MicroStrategy. Strategy announces, we ain't watching this, baby, because it's too much. The man talks too much. No disrespect, but he talks a lot. Strategy announces 2.1 billion STRF at the market program. Grok is explaining this, that it's going to be some sort of stock. This is crazy, though. Like, honestly, it's really, really, really crazy. So strategies will set up 2.1 billion of 10% stock to fund more Bitcoin purchases. Preferred stock gives investors priority on dividends and assets. Sale helps strategy get cash without issuing more common shares. The preferred stock will be sold gradually depending on the market. This is the thing. This is problematic. Okay? The fact that like they have so many financial instruments that they are doing this with, they're literally generating money out of thin air to buy Bitcoin. That gets scary. And they own over like 2% of the Bitcoin supply. That's ridiculous. I don't support this. I'm not a fan of this. Can they do it? Yes. Is it legal? Yes. Is it ethical? I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. That could be a black swan event that causes a bear market if it implodes, but I digress. Also, too, we have to give a big shout out to our partners over at BAT. And again, the type of partnership I have with BAT, the Brave, we just shill each other's content. So Brave is the first browser to launch on-chain top-level domain, including Brave in partnership with Unstoppable Web. And yes, you can buy .brave domains using BAT. Again, BAT is a native token that you can get by using the Brave browser. It's a privacy browser. Also, too, Input-Output partners with Brave to integrate Cardano into the Brave wallet. That story broke last week, but I was out of town, and I think that that's super, super awesome. So there's big news with Unstoppable Domains and with Cardano, and there's also a bunch of other Cardano drama happening right now. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to be in the middle of the drama. I like the Cardano community. I like Mr. Charles H. I wish people would stop fighting with the Cardano people. Wish the tribalism would stop. But anyways, the Brave browser is free to use. Privacy browser. They got a VPN, all kinds of stuff. You guys should definitely check it out. Now, let's get into this tweet over here. Launching today is the first one-time XRP ETF from Volatility Shares. XRP ETF, XRPL, or I think, holds XRP futures, also launching 2 times version. So this is another really cool, announcement for XRP. We got all these futures now. So apparently we should be getting maybe, possibly, potentially, technically, a spot ETF soon. But we know yesterday when we heard that news, it was delayed. The spot, the Dogecoin ETF and the XRP ETF. But again, it's going to come back. I'm not worried about it. We should get an answer probably in July to October. So just keep on trucking, babies. Keep on trucking. Now, Ripple, more news. Ripple's EU, I'm going to read the notes on this one because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. So EUROP becomes first MiCA-compliant Euro stablecoin on the XRPL. Ripple added a new Euro-backed stablecoin to XRPL. It's the first EU-compliant stablecoin on the XRPL network and held in top European banks, licensed by France's key financial regulator under the European Central Bank. Congratulations to Ripple. And then a little bit of more Ripple news is that Brasa, which is a company in Brazil, Brasa Group, a Brazilian financial company, launched USDB, a dollar-backed stablecoin on the XRPL. Backed by U.S. and Brazilian government bonds, it aims to reduce currency volatility, speed up local and international transactions, and enables low-cost global transfers and supports financial inclusion and accessibility. I don't believe them when they say financial inclusion, because unless retail has the same abilities that TradFi does, or accredited investors, and again, I know the laws are different in Brazil, but I just want to remind you, it's not really inclusive. It's accessible, but it's not inclusive. It is for everyone to use, but I digress. Now, let's talk about Canary Capital. Canary Capital just filed the first U.S. Solana ETF to include staking names, marinade, and executive staking power. So basically, they're following Bitwise Europe and Coinbase Prime, and their filing reinforces Marinade's position in institutional staking. So this is a big deal. And this comes from Solana Floor that posted this. But the reason why this is a big deal is because we're trying to get staking to come through with these spot ETFs. That allows people to earn passive income. Essentially, they're kind of, to me, I like to refer them similar to dividends. So I think that's super, super cool. Super cool. I like it. Give me more. Once Ethereum gets that done, that will help them just a little bit. Also, shout out to anyone that's holding Avalanche. I've got quite a bit of that, but FIFA selects Avalanche to power its FIFA blockchain for football's Web3 future. So shout out to FIFA, shout out to Avalanche. I think they're having their summit right now too. too. While we are on the topic of coins, well, what not to do, the jury convicts ex-Safemoon CEO on all charges. So basically, he got in trouble for some stuff. He was found guilty on 3 felony charges: conspiracy to defraud the U.S., money laundering, and wire fraud. So even though we're like all in crypto and everybody's like, it's crime season, make sure you guys smash a like and share this. This is fun. But this is the thing. Crime has never been legal. Crime has never been legal. Fraud is not legal. Okay? It never has been. If you want to do stupid stuff on chain, people will find out. Even if you're doing things that aren't bad on chain, people will find out. That's what they do. So guess what? Crime is not legal. You can still do whatever you're going to do with meme coins. Everybody knows if you're going to participate with meme coins, a massive risk associated. Okay? Fraud is not illegal, Wendy. David from Twitch. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It is illegal to commit fraud, but some people, you know what I mean. Read between the lines. I'm an old hood rat. Read between the lines. Let's get in the next story over here. So, what is this? Oh, USD1 is now listed on Binance. Tonight is also the Trump little soiree thing. So Donald Trump is holding the Trump meme coin dinner tonight. Here are the basic details from an invitation that was shared with me. Where? Trump's National Golf Club. Private in-person dinner. 220 wallet-based invitees. Schedule is ET. 5 p.m. the VIP reception with president and top 25 wallets. And 6 to 9:30 is a main dinner. No live stream, no video gear, no phones are allowed. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how we're going to know about these announcements, because allegedly there's supposed to be an announcement if there are no phones or anything involved, which again, crypto people, you guys are a mess. Somebody's going to probably bring a phone in or do something. So we're going to find out eventually, even maybe after the dinner. So apparently there's supposed to be some big news today and the 29th. That's when JD Vance is supposed to be speaking. So allegedly. Also really quickly, I forgot to get in on this. This is from Mr. David Sachs. What is this? We're going to listen to this clip over here. Trump's crypto czar Sachs says the Genius Act stablecoin bill will pass with significant bipartisan support. Y'all want to really hear this? I don't really want to hear it. I guess we should hear it, right? We're educated, right? What the hell? Okay, let's hear it.
From benefiting from this kind of legislation?
Well, so first of all, we have significant bipartisan support for this. I think 15 Democrats voted for the bill to pass this key procedural threshold of cloture, which means there'll be no filibuster against the bill. We have every expectation now that it's going to pass. And I think the reason it's going to pass is because stablecoins offer a new, more efficient, cheaper, smoother payment system, new payment rails for the U.S. economy. It also extends the dominance of the dollar online, and it also creates billions of dollars or trillions of dollars of demand for our treasury. So I think for all these reasons, the stablecoin bill is going to pass, and it's going to pass with significant bipartisan support.
How long do you think before stablecoin would start to really have that dollar support effect you're talking about?
I mean, I think it'll be immediate. So we already have over $200 billion in stablecoins. It's just unregulated. And I think that if we provide the legal clarity and legal framework for this, I think we could create trillions of dollars of demand for our treasuries practically overnight, very quickly.
I understand that you have argued that it was important in this trip through the Middle East just now, making some of the deals, particularly around AI that the administration did, to get in there.
Okay. Really quickly, let me go back to Ellie's post because somebody said something in the mentions. I just want to make sure I'm giving the proper information. Oh, phones are allowed. I apologize. I completely screwed up. I made a mistake. I know it was low too. I couldn't hear it either. Anyways, phones are allowed. I made a mistake. So while these people are at the dinner, we should probably get an announcement. So fingers crossed there's an announcement. There might not be an announcement. There's going to be a lot of speculation about an announcement. We don't know. In addition to that, Justin Sun will be there, and he's been making his little rounds. He's been in West Hollywood hanging out with the WorldCoin people. Then he went down to the LBC. I hope that he got some good food because LBC, their food is good. You could walk into any barbecue place there. The food is good. Mexican food, 10. Nobody tells Trump phones have cameras on them. Phones are allowed. I made a mistake. Thank you to the Fuse for correcting me. I made a mistake. So let's talk about the whole stablecoin crap. So where is it? Oh. Where'd it go? Yeah, basically, stablecoin bill will pass with significant bipartisan support. So the reason why they're so excited about the stablecoin bill is because it's going to inject liquidity into the crypto markets, and then they're gonna have the stablecoin bill. It's going to inject liquidity into crypto, into TradFi with the ETFs, everything. Gamer says Genius Act is important because bond markets are in shambles. Nobody wants to buy U.S. debt right now. That's another truth right now. So again, things kind of reset with the treasury yield and all that. Like I think 10 years and 30 years, they have different ones. The U.S. dollar is an absolute mess. So what they're doing with these stable coins, they even though they're saying no CBDC, we're getting a CBDC. But what they're doing is they're basically resetting the system. So we will get a digital dollar, a CBDC, and they're going to reset the system. And it's going to just kind of wipe everything off. We're still going to be on the hook for taxpayer dollars. That's just my personal opinion. But anyways, I don't really like the Genius Act. I'm not a fan of it because I personally think that we need to include retail because retail won't get access to the staking rewards and those types of things. So anyways, shout out to Dano Crypto. But anyways, that's the show for today. If you're holding SUI and you got SUI coins and you got wrecked, I'm sorry. But happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. Happy Bitcoin all-time high day too. But I got to get going. I got a lot of work to do. And I got to take myself. I'm trying to go find this Persian bread that I've seen on TikTok. And the reason why I want to try to find it is because it's supposed to not have lots of carbs in it and be really healthy for you. And I'm getting hungry now thinking about it. But anyways, I will see you guys Bitcoin 2025, but I'll see you more the next week. But this week, I will see you. I'm going to drop a video about 2 p.m. PT and then see you guys tomorrow.